Hi everyone, welcome to taylorbelly, my 30 videos. Today is day 22. It is an important one for me. Lots to tell. I'm really happy that I'm doing the videos in the morning. Yesterday was amazing. Still getting shown synchronicities, that I'm in alignment with everything that I am doing. Day 22, basically when we're creating new habits, it takes 21 days. And even me doing these videos, like I'm committed to myself to create whatever I need to create, whatever message needs to come through. Okay, so we'll tap into what I did yesterday, and we'll just go with the flow with what we need to talk about. Like I said, I always think to myself, what am I going to talk about? But it just comes through. So we'll just let it be whatever it needs to be. So yesterday, after my video, I went to work. I had a quieter day, but when I know that stuff happening, I know that there's other important things. Like I still had to meet a couple of new clients, and then it just made sense why, universe was protecting me, helping me, knowing what work I was doing. Okay. Everything is just starting to affirm to me why and where I am now. And it's great. I'm just so grateful for that. Like, we don't live forever. And we've got to live with purpose. And that is my message the whole way through. I'm learning to really cope. My work feels like it's heavier, the stuff that I'm dealing with. But I've been in training for this for the last couple of years. Okay? I don't want to, get into it too much. But, like yesterday, I had this beautiful 91-year-old lady, okay? And, we're going through whatever we need to go through, but in some ways, it was like death is at the door. Whatever comfort, help I gave, it helped her. Like she said to me, my body is just not doing what it's supposed to be doing anymore. Like, I used to be fit, healthy, all of this sort of stuff. And now all of a sudden, it's not working. And I said to her, so she was actually being a bit hard on herself, but I said, you realize you are 91. You're amazing. Like, she's lived her life. She's done everything. And I said to her, it exactly. It's like when we buy a new car. It lasts a long time, we service it, we take care of it, but then at the end of the day, it doesn't last forever. It was like the penny dropped. Okay? Whatever that needs to be for that person, whatever that path's going to be, I was able to be a part of that path for her. I was very emotional after that. Maybe it's preparing me for other things. I don't know. But all I know is, and then today I posted the video that John and I did over 8 months ago. Like, this is where it all started from. Okay, that's like massive for me and him. Like, that day, you look at that video, I even said to him today, like, I was like, I didn't want to make a video. I was exhausted, I was stressed, I was all of this sort of stuff. But it was the universe placing us together that was my kick in the bum to put everything into order. Like, I can't be hard on myself that I didn't do those 30 videos then, but I know that July 1st, that day with him, and then us sharing it at this time is the right time. But after that day, everything, I had to clear up, shift, and make room to be here now. I look at that video and go, if I didn't do that or start having that awareness and listening to my gut, my intuition to move forward, I cannot help and serve the people that I am doing now. Yes, we need money, we need work, But I don't think like that. I never have. That's why there's always been an abundance for me. Okay, I'll go through my stuff, but I have abundance in all areas of my life because I want to give from an open heart space. Okay, whatever work I did yesterday, yes, I'm in the form of the massage therapist, but it wasn't about that. And I'm so grateful that I can, like these people, they can't access me. So in life, there is always something that we need to do, a purpose, and you've got to listen to the little nudges. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You look at me in that video, like I was a mess. I still am, part a mess, but I'm changing like a chameleon, like I'm just evolving and I'm letting myself just have fun because that is life. Okay, but I get sometimes in life we become so stuck, or there's weights on us, or there's attachment. There's many things that can stop us or block us. But exactly like I said this morning to my client, this is life. Okay, it's not going to be perfect. We're going to make mistakes. Yes, we do have our internal compass that tells us where we need to go, or gives us a nudge and go, you're going the wrong way, or you might be taking a side street, side street now, or, do not go this way, do not do this. And sometimes we don't listen, and that is okay. But like exactly what I said to my person today, like if you're in a bit of mess, you're in a bit of something that is not aligned with you, if your health is not where it needs to be, then you take inventory, you find your safe person to talk to air it out, or do the videos, or be by yourself, pen and paper, acknowledge the problem, acknowledge the manifestation in the body. What is it saying to you? Okay, then you will receive the downloads, the guidance, the help, the next steps. Like today, I know with the person I saw today, we received the next 4 or 5 steps to get her on path. Now, that person can take it, or they can figure it out in their own time, or they don't even have to listen to me. But every day, I'm not special, they're not special, but we all have this internal guidance system that directs us and can help us. That is our higher self, but we are the ones that choose to hear it or not. So that's like really exciting. And that's the thing, the whole purpose doesn't matter, like my age or, up to over 90, part of this journey is to live your most authentic, to be your most authentic self. No more hiding anymore. What for? I'm working with people now that I get to see like that at the end of the day. Doesn't matter what you've done with your life. We're not going to be here forever. Okay? That's really heartbreaking. And maybe that is something that I also need to see and work with now. Okay? And also another thing too, like these videos. Like I'm middle-aged now, I would say. And like even from 30s and upwards. Like you have time. If you need to fix something, help something, improve your life, change something, we have this time now. Yes, we are not guaranteed tomorrow. But at the end of the day, we just return to wherever we need to return to. And people don't want to live or see like that. But I'm telling you, when you live with that, and you see what I have seen, and we have family members and friends and, you know, people that pass and they get to live a good life, and then we get people that have lives that are cut off and too early and all of this stuff. It makes you show that you're not invincible. Okay? Like that's just that is my passion. Like, everything is making sense to me. It's like that video with John and I that planted that seed. It's come full circle today. Like, these videos were not to be shared, but now you look at my videos, it's gone from, what am I talking about? Like, it's just evolving. And hopefully it's the same thing for you, that your life can start evolving and changing and clearing and shifting. So, like, that was yesterday. And then today I have a smaller day. And it's the same sort of thing now. Now that my vibration, my energy is changing, yes, people have access to me. But like in the past, when people had access to me, it would be whoever needs help, but that some people, you know, can drain my energy, or, you know, aren't in alignment with me, or I've helped them, but, you know, the message hasn't come through. It's like weird, like I have that open sign, but at the same time, I also have that discernment and that awareness that, like today, like I could have work today, but no, I need to fill my cup because tomorrow I've got a massive day. You know, I'm having the power back for the choices that I want in my life, to live my best version of my life. Like, I don't have to just say yes to everything anymore. I can say no. And that's huge. That means I'm living in alignment with myself. Now, so that's today. And then I'm excited because we're going to, you know, get ready for Easter, have that family time and downtime. So everything is starting to gel. Everything's starting to make sense to me. I hope you are learning and seeing something in, like, to me, again, this is like a time capsule, exactly like John said. Like, this can be for my kids, it can be for me when I'm 50, 60 years old. You know, if something to happen to me, I'm not saying it's going to, but they're timeless. So this is a really, really, really powerful tool. Like, like I said, if your life is not good, now I can just say to my client, go and watch my videos. Maybe you should go and record yourself. Hear what you're saying. Like, that's awesome. So today, we're going to go into my book. It's a little bit longer. This one is a big topic, and we have touched onto it. It's about love and forgiveness. So we're up to chapter 7. Okay. You know, there's some things still in my life that I have to forgive for people. You know, sometimes in life we can't always be with that person, or that they've passed, or whatever it is, to, you know, forgive them or get them to forgive you, like all of that sort of stuff. But energetically, you can. Energetically, you can have that conversation. Energetically, you can make peace with that situation. And that's a really, really, really massive turning point in someone's life as well. Like, sometimes whatever's happened to us, we're never going to receive closure for it. And we just have to accept it. Or that person is never going to change, and we have to accept it. But yeah, like I said, forgiveness is something that frees you. Okay? So yeah, let's see what my 14 to 16-year-old self said about love and forgiveness. Also too, you know, if there are people that have passed, you can always talk to them. You can always receive guidance and protection from them as well. Like, I don't want to sound, but it doesn't matter, whatever it is. Like when I need help, guidance, protection, you know, you can hear all of this stuff. It's there for all us to tap into. But before I read Love and Forgiveness, I do want to do a bit of sage and clearing, because I know that there's still quite a lot of heaviness around all of us. And I just want us for a moment to, because I've been around a fair bit of stuff in the last couple of days. I do it offline, but I think energetically it's a good thing to clear this space as well. And then also to the same thing too, whoever watching these videos can receive some type of clearing as well. Okay, because sometimes too, a lot of my work too is like, there's your stuff, but with work, life, family, home, we pick up on other people's energy. So clearing yourself is really, really important tool, or having that bath. But so, you just get a little bit of a sage, you get a little bit like a bowl or something, you just make sure the windows are open or the doors, and you just light it up. Like you can, with the sage, you ideally, clear yourself, and we'll do that together, but also energy gets stored up in the home and also the people that are around us. So the main thing is when, it comes to clearing and energy, that you have open space, you breathe in and you breathe out, you get centered and you get grounded. You call your angels, your guides. You want to make sure that you're coming from a place of love and light. However, what resonates and works for you. And you say to yourself, I clear what doesn't belong here. Anything that I've picked up on. Anything that's not mine. Like if it was over me, I will do it literally over all of my centers, my whole body. Breathing in and breathing out. So basically I get to connect to all of my centers all the way down. So whatever it needs to, my arms, my hands, I use that so much. My throat, I use that as well. Also too, I have a saying as well that I found many years ago. So I'll take you to it and I'll say it. So basically, I call my power back to me. I call my energy back to me. I call my magic back to me. I am cleansed and disconnected from anything that may drain me. I am shielded from any energy that does not serve me. I am safe. I am protected. I am whole, and so it is. So again, if you feel like there's any heaviness or things that aren't yours, or things in your home or rooms or anything, the pets too, if you feel like there's a heaviness around, then we have to do things outside the box to help clear it. Sometimes too, when you're using sage, you might get heaps of smoke, or you might not get some smoke. But today I'll just let it clear, so it can clear this space that I've been working in as well. And I know this is a long video, but let's get into love and forgiveness. Okay, let it be what it needs to be. I'm interested to see what she's going to say. Love is a universal key to all there is. Love and forgiveness go hand in hand. To pass any task we shall come across this plane. Once we truly master this, we may experience the next powerful higher level of the plane. What is love? How do we know when it's real? True love is unconditional. It's through the eyes of the experience that we may learn the treasure moments of love. We all have different meanings to what it is. Sometimes we may not know until the near end of our lives. There are many different kinds of love. Love of our family, friends, the earth, and what we enjoy. Love is the food that nourishes and provides growth for our soul. However, before we know what we are dealing with, we must first totally forgive and love ourselves. All of it, our faults, qualities, our body, and beliefs. It's when we truly see ourselves without the glasses on, we may love others. This means if you see a fault in a family member, maybe it's time to reevaluate yourself for a moment. Do you like what you see? Do you need to change? For when this happens, we must forgive what we need to do in order to progress. It may take a day, week, month, or many years to complete. For we must tell ourselves that it's okay to fall, that you love yourself, bless yourself, and will be able to pick yourself up. As before, what you give out, you receive. If you give out love, it's the whole package, and that you accept all that it has to offer. It isn't always smooth. We get hurt, confused, jealous, obsessed, or even transformed. It's debatable that love can be like pure bliss or it can be a two-sided coin. It's up to the individual how they interpret that meaning. I don't know what's coming out of here. At this time, I myself am very young to know what love is, but I'm still searching for it. I probably will for a long time. When you're truly happy, as I found out, when you least expect it, it can turn up. More than anything, at such a young age, it's great to have a special friend to talk to, spend time with, and have lots of fun and comfort. Nothing too serious, but who knows what can happen. I have been hurt. Everyone has. It's not always easy for a teenager. It's great to have fun, to learn about yourself, what you like, and enjoy all the experiences given to you, because that's what's going to shape us. The feelings may seem real. It may be the smile, the laughter, and the lightheadedness you get when you feel like you've been hit on the head by the hammer. We all experience this sometimes. The first kiss, the shy, awkward beginning, or getting to know someone is a natural thing. Butterflies in the stomach, the music, the sweet smell of his or her when they walk past you can take your breath away. Wouldn't it be great to have this all the time? There is plenty for that later on. But even that, all of us have our first moments, first kisses, first hugs, all of that stuff. Today, go back to memory lane. That's huge, okay? Some people say love dies. It will lose the balance and energy. However, that's when we know it's not all the glamour, that we must work together to make the relationship last. This is the next level. Just say you've been given a gift like a puppy. You have all the good times with your pet, but you've got to look after it. Provide food, shelter, and warmth. When we are with someone, we are supposed to, in many ways, accept all that they have to offer. We must not only be their lover, friend, protector, guide, but we're also the mirror image. Oh yeah, I always talk about the mirror. That's when we know it's the real thing. What about soulmates? Do you believe that we came here and it was possible that we could be cut in half and we have to spend most of our lifetime looking for another, while at the same time finding the missing pieces of our own puzzle? It's not to say that it's a waste being with so many people, because eventually you find the right person. Each person helps us know what we do and don't want from a relationship, and vice versa. We also may guide them on their journeys. We will learn valuable lessons and experiences, as they will be parts of us in our hearts for a long time. A soulmate is a mirror image. When we gaze into their eyes, we can see and feel all they have explored and places they've been. They too know us. What about times when we have a headache or a familiar dream and knowing of each other's thoughts? They are pure hints our mates are close. Sometimes we are lucky. We may come across things at an early age, but they may not be ready to be with you at that point in your life. You yourself may not be ready. They may stay or leave, but they will always return. After all, he or she is a part of you. How come we have soulmates? How come I got this person? It's not what I wanted or dreamed of. When you love yourself and are truly happy, then you will meet someone and it can go skin deep with that connection. You've been together before in another lifetime. There is a metaphysical boundary. Sometimes we are blinded and we must just walk down the road and miss them and not even know it was that particular person. We do have the other half. We do have one that is our other half, but then we have many more that are linked like a giant chain. Some are the opposite sex, same, or even animal. So I'm talking about soulmates, all that sort of stuff that people come and go in our life to teach us lessons. Past experiences in which we've been together before, like bumping into an old friend in the shops you thought you'd never see that person again. What about times when you're in bed dreaming, watching TV, or in a conversation, you may remember an old friend? We can communicate so much deeper. It's them calling you. The next day you receive a phone call or bump into that person you recently thought about. It happens. So even way back then, I was tapping into telepathy, tapping into, when the phone rings and you think of that person and it's them. The next day you receive a phone call, bump into that person you really thought, and it happens. We are a giant body divided into many beings put into a game to play. While someone is also pulling our strings like a puppeteer. With my own personal experiences, I've already come across some soulmates. At one stage, I thought I may have already found a soulmate. This person knew so much about me, but I simply couldn't handle being with someone similar to me. Looking into their eyes was impossible because they could read me like a book. So there will be people like that in our lives. I want to learn more, experience, and have a taste of what things are before I settle down. Unfortunately, I know myself and I don't let up easily, so I guess this person won't either. That's funny. Growing up is fine, but if it's too soon, you may miss out on so much. That's not good. We have so much to contribute. Why sell ourselves short? All will come when the gate is ready to be opened and to follow through. Sometimes when things aren't going well, that's when it's reached a certain level. What we experience doesn't satisfy us anymore, as we do like to try new things and don't like to stay in the one place for a long time. That's alright, time out is good for us. Too much of a good thing is no good. However, we must establish and state this and in an existing relationship. Communication is what gets it together. There are many ways to do this, not only by words, but by thought and action in all that we do every day. A tap on a shoulder, a kiss or a nice word will trigger the play button to keep on. Love is all around us in music, movies, books, in our own life and others. This place will be full of harmony and peace if we could only begin with ourselves, to forgive each other and teach it at home to our close ones. However, this world does also contain pure hate and evil. Why? To make us who we are, to build a shield of brave eternity to protect us, as we will have many tasks to withhold. It's like a play with millions of characters. Characters are good and bad. If they were all stereotypically good, that wouldn't be a healthy story, because people enjoy a challenge and like to analyze all that is there. We all play different characters in our universal show. Once we accomplish all the knowledge, that's when we truly will be grand and continue the never-ending movie. So, Belinda, me, at 14, at 16, just in her had knowledge, like it went over the place, but these are many core values, truths, beliefs that she had back then. And like, it's even the same thing, synchronicities of me talking and doing my videos, but it's coming through the book and affirming them. So my message with this book and with her is that in order to sort your life, it comes back to you. It's about love and forgiveness, unconditional love. And if there is someone in your life that you need to make peace with, or a situation, you do it from here. Wow, today is a big video, lots to swallow, to digest. Hope it's helped you. If you do want to contact me or see me or do a clearing, you can comment in the videos, or you can just email me at taylorbelly@gmail.com. I can definitely do long distance stuff as well. I will put a little thing on the end of the video with my email. There's no pressure. At the moment, whoever sees these videos, what needs to be created and happens, I'm just going with the flow. But yeah, because I know there are people out there that, you know, it made sense to me to, like, I couldn't reach or help the amount of people that I am now if I was still doing my business just at home. Yes, I'm doing my business only maybe 1 or 2 days a week now, but through these videos, I can still tap in and help past people, current clients, all of that stuff. But then I get to live my life and do the other things that I need to do. And it probably makes sense with these videos now that I'm able to reach whatever I need to reach. And, you know, I will be looked after and guided. There's that. And then now with my book, like, whatever it needs to be, it will be. So I hope you really enjoyed today. Happy Easter. It's probably a really good timing that, you know, that John and I, that we've created this, that, you know, it's Easter, you know, we're all going to have that downtime. So if you really need to look at your life and make some changes, Easter is the perfect time to do this. Okay, I don't need to tap into all of that stuff, but, you know, look at all the greatest teachers in life. We all have our own. But I know for myself, Easter is a beautiful time to do that as well. All right, take it easy. I will see you tomorrow. Just enjoy your life. See you later. Bye.